Let's wait for it to get across all of the networks, and we got Facebook, we got YouTube, and Twitch is on the way. But I believe, as usual, it's already rolling, so I'll just get started. Hello, guys. Welcome to another stream. Today it's Friday here in Vancouver and obviously all over the world. This is about 9 o'clock here for me, and I am ready to get into another session here and continue working on this RigBuilder UI, the RigBuilder itself, and our face rig and at the same time, right? So this is quite a big project. We've been working already for how much, Bob? 22 sessions. Jeez, man, this is almost about 60 hours. Yeah, let's put like 45 hours of work already. God damn. So today, that's what's going to be. Let's say hi to Bob here as usual. Thank you so much for this beautiful spinning of yours. My God, man. I can imagine how much pain you have in your jaw right now. And if you want to participate, you are more than welcome to leave your comment and talk. I'll be here working and proceeding on this development. So, I am in orange, and it is orange here, but on the stream it's quite bright. So, I hope it doesn't burn anyone's eyes. So, let's go. This is what we have. Hood Shooters in the house. Hello, man. How's it going? So now you're not on Twitch anymore. You're partially on YouTube. Nice to see you. Welcome. Happy to see you around. Bem-vindo. All right, so this is what we are going to work today. So last time I was working on the control curves of the rig, and it came across, but I had to give a step back because so these guys are what I'm calling the control curves, and it is fully rebuildable now. It is replicating whatever we save. It is bringing it back, and we have full control over the actual uh, joints, right? So right now it's a little bit slow because it's a little bit clanky because I'm getting started back into the project. So that's going to be my hello Bob, how's it going, man? All right, so there you go. So it's already working. We do have the surface here that is a part of the control system that's not binded yet, but you can see that the controls are binded. And what we can do just to test them, let me see. I believe this one is the head. So I will then to make sure that. So in order to rebuild it, we're gonna have to, or in order to save it, we have to rebuild because this is we're just starting from scratch today. Let me see. I believe everything is working here. So let's just rebuild this guy. And it should come exactly as is. But then we're gonna check how does it work at the moment for us to save and export the control curves. And Hutchud is also saying deleted scenes from The Exorcist. Poor guy, man. Poor guy. I keep imagining who is this human being here that I'm using as a reference. I'm calling him Bob, but who knows what's the name of this guy? I wonder if one day I'm gonna have the chance to meet him. Seems like a super nice person. All right, so it's building. As I said, the system's a little bit slow still because of the whole night, or I don't know how much time I've been with Maya open without turning it off, and it's not recommended. I don't recommend you to do that. All right, so everything's built, and as you can see, we have the controls back in. So what the code is doing right now is we're able to then grab this guy here. Let me first isolate it, and I can grab this guy here, and let's just change him to this position here because it's the head control. And let's just make him a little bigger. And yeah, so this is let's say this is just Let's just grab this guy here. Scale from object center. Yeah, let's just save it like this so that we can check. So this way we should be able to just grab the head here. Is it necessary? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. And this guy's here also. Let's move them back a little bit and scale them like this. So as I said, this is just a provisory um, adjustment, so more like a test adjustment so that we can see that everything is coming across as expected. Right, so that we can just easily grab this guy. And the T1 is actually not something. Oh, this is actually the C7, so we do need the C7 as well. So let me grab the C7. So the names of this vertebrae are named according to the actual human body. So these are the names of the actual joints on the spine, if you ever wonder about that. All right, so it's a very poorly done at the moment. It's just I'm not proud of the shapes here, but it's never mind. It's just an example. All right, so let's then go and export the shapes, and that's already exported. And then when we rebuild the rig, it should bring back everything as is. So this is not very impressive as is right now because we're dealing with cubes, right? But the magic starts to happen today, where we're going to be able to. Let me just show also how is it like. Let's build without the import control shapes. Let's just build the shapes in the raw format, and then let's execute the import control shapes uh, live in an isolated manner. So it should be coming. Umesh is saying hello, hello, Umesh. Thanks for showing up today, man. It's a Friday, and it's a Friday night here in Vancouver, and I'm just a dad here, a family man, taking care of my own. No nightclubs for me or anything like that. So let's just keep working, and so we can see that the shapes have not been imported because not we unchecked it, and let's run it to see how fast it does it. Boom, like instantaneously. All right, so let's keep going here. Cool. So now that we have this import export, so what it is also allowed to do is we can change the man for a second. Look at that. I was, I was looking at the head move on top of me like this, and I was feeling like there was something behind me. I was like, oh my god, I'm being, you know, someone is stalking me. Oh God. Okay, Bob. Sorry about that, man. It was you all the time. So, so Umesh is saying that it's a Saturday morning here, and I'm still working. Good for you, man. Good, very good. You keep doing it, dude. That's how you do it. I mean, I do have to sleep a little bit. I won't be able to stay all night, but I'm certainly happy that you did. And so let's keep going here in the direction that we need. So the thing is, we have the ability to change the shape of this. So we have this stored in dictionary, which is the the curve shape data here. And I'm going to show you in a few seconds as soon as PyCharm wakes up, because as I said, this have been open for I don't know how much time at this point. And you know, I do need to have the create the habit of getting to this before getting to the stream, closing everything up and open it back again, so that we are blazing fast during the process. But you know, it's just what it is, man. I just get the time that I have and work with it. Let me see if it's going to allow us. Okay, so this is the dictionary, and here we have. Oh, this is actually the stored data that we have for. Okay, come on, PyCharm, give me some light here. Okay, so we have here the cube, for example, and the shape that. So cube has one single shape, and it has all these points here that it is how the cube is built. So the move shape, for example, we have one shape, two shapes, three shapes, and so on and so forth, right? There's a couple of shapes here. And yeah, each one of them are stored this way, and then we can bring it back here. So one of the things that I want to do is create a utility on the post build here so that I can select one of these guys and just say set shape X, and then it's going to set the shape for that particular shape. And then we can export and restore it later on the build. So right now, all of them are a cube. All I'm doing is being able to export the cube as it is. But when we have different shapes, it's going to work the same exact way. So let's keep going then. So control set form should be the utility that we need. And I already started to write this. So I need to get the information from the class now, which is, let me see, how am I going to get this information? It would be a class method or what? Let me see here. So our class then Richard here is asking, may I ask which mouse do you use? I use the MX2, I guess. It's quite dirty, by the way. Sorry about that. But yeah, this guy here. Logitech X MX2 XM2 MX Master S2S. That's the name. Pretty good, man. Highly recommend. Super comfortable. And the one that I'm most proud of, it's actually my keyboard. This guy here, costed me the eyes off the face. A lever. Let me see if you can see it. Is the also Logitech. The name is I forgot, the G900 and something. What's the name? G915. Yeah, this one, it's awesome. I love this keyboard. So fast to type, but quite salty, to be honest. All right, so let's keep pushing here. So I don't know. I feel like I should have something like a class method, or it wouldn't be a static method. But the thing is, I would have. So Huchud is saying, isn't the scroll too hard, especially for pen? The MX this mouse, you can release the wheel and it just spins freely, you know. It's just like spinning non-stop. But for me, it's super good. Have nothing to complain about this mouse, man. All right, so what I want then is to let me try to. So this is one thing that bothers me about this class also is the fact that I'm like hard coding it, uh, like the path in which I'm getting the data from, which is not good at all. I need to have it, but I wasn't being able to get the path, like the initial path here to the. So I'm gonna fix that, but not now. Right now, I kind of don't care about it. And what I wanted to have is like I saw this thing with. Let me see if I can get the like information here. So Python class. Oh, Python class. What's the question that I want to make? Get function access access method without initializing class. But is it even a thing? But I want to. So what I want to do here is I want to class. Yeah, I just want to get the information out of this class without having to actually execute the class. Because when you execute the class, you are going to. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it the easiest way. So if I'm executing this class, if I'm executing this method, then I want to change the shape of the control on this method, right? So it's control set form. Yeah, cool. So first of all, I need to get the list of selections. Let's start from that. So it's going to be control list equals to mc.ls selection equals true. And then what I'm going to do is just get this. So I'm also going to declare like a object list here. Control object list. And then it's just going to be an empty list, or better yet, I'm going to do self dot. Come on, PyCharm is a little clanky right now. It's going to be control object dict, and then I am going to be calling control name for control name for control name in control list. So then I'm gonna get the in this list the controls, the control objects that I have in the thing. So then I'll get the so I'm going to then have like a print shape shape form list equals to control object list 0. So I'm getting the first control on the selection. Also, I'm going to do a if here. So if not control object list, then I am going to just print this needs to be oh This needs to be before the our list comprehension there, because if there's no selection, there's no reason to proceed. So I'm just going to return at this point, and I'm going to tell the user, please select uh, select controls. Then we move on. Now, object list, and then I'm going to check which list available shapes. I believe this is this. So this is list available shapes, and that should return us the shapes available. Yeah. So I'm just gonna we can make it better later, but right now I'm just gonna print this. So what's gonna happen is I need to know which kind of forms do we have for the controls, and then so I'm going to do this as simple as possible because I don't want to have I could have like an attributes section here on the builder UI so that we can change different attributes for the execution of this methods. But I'm just feeling right now that the more options we have, it's just going to make things more complicated. Like we're going to increase complexity and too many choices, too many variables. I feel like it's better to simplify as much as possible. So, oh, I think if we, man, Hutrud, thank you so much. Hutrud just saved me here, or saved you guys from watching me in the first plane. Thank you so much, dude. And sorry about that once again, but to as usual. So let's keep going here. So, well, all this time I was just not showing anything then. So what I did here was just creating a few gates here. We're getting the controls, then we are checking if we don't have anything on the control list. No, 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 it's all good. Thank you for warning me, Richard. So the if not, so I'm just adding a gate here so that we have like a, if not, if nothing comes from the selection, then we're going to print please select controls, and if and return. So it's going to stop this method on like right now, right on this point. So if not, then if there is a control list, then it's going to get the objects, and then it's going to get the like list the available shapes and print that for the user. uh that's what this is, what this was. And now, so print type list, this was already occurring as well. So this was just me, the notes here was just me trying to uh, figure out what information I had to pick up. And information is already picked up. So let me also add, so get control objects. And now I get this. So this is so title is like choose choose shape form. Enter name. Okay, cancel. If okay, then it's going to query and have it on the text. I'm just going to call this shape form, and then it should be close to a so then for control object in object, so control object list, we're going to do control object dot set type, and I'm going to set it to the user decision here. So shape form. So the naming of these things aren't is not necessarily the ideal, but it's what I have right now. So what it should be doing for us then Also, I need to register this. So let's register this guy. So self dot register build method. That's going to be uh, it's going to be control set shape form, and then it's going to be post build utils, and it's going to be self dot control set form. All right. So this then what it's going to do is going to prompt us with a decision. Let's see if it works first. We should have it here. Okay. Control set shape. Then we're going to be selecting this guys here. For example, let's select this 4 first here, and it crashed. All right. That's what that was expected as usual. That's the case. Key error. Why is it? Is it a key error? Let me check how the information is being stored. What's going on here? Let's do this. And then yeah, that's good. So let's just check why is it not picking up the control shape object, and where am I defining it? Controlling control shape data. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I have to rebuild it. So every time that because it is based on the objects created on the scene. So as it is creating the controls, it is creating these objects that are a representation, or it's just a class, right? So objects from this class. So if I close the UI and open it back again, we lose this object. So ideally we would be like just like this. uh oh man. All right. So oh, CMDS, dude, come on. Where have I used CMDS and why? MC. Where? Let me see here. It is inside of the control set form, prompt dialog. It is not. It is not. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh, here we go. MC, and then there's also other one here. What song is this? I'm listening to some. Oh, it's nice. Lucky Chops. Okay, so I will have to rebuild this anyways. Shouldn't take long though. Okay, let's grab this, guys. All right, so it's working fortunately. So we can see the list here of available types that we have. So it's a cube, arrow, diamond, move, crown, cross, sphere. I think I'm gonna go with a sphere for this one. So I just type sphere and I should get the sphere or not. More than one object matches. Neck control. How come? More than one object matches name. Control. Neck control one. Oh, I know why is that. Okay. So on the process of trying to hmm. So that's why the Pymel was I was reluctant to use it, but sometimes it might be better because what's going on is it's having a hard time because of name duplicates, and that's just no, it's just a silly problem. Let's just read then on what's going on here, see if we can do anything different. Yeah, so in the process of transferring it, yeah, I'm just thinking here, how can I possibly solve this? This music is pretty good. Let me give it a thumbs up here. Wish I could share some tunes here, talk on the stream, share some music on the stream, but unfortunately, none of the platforms would allow that. But anyways, okay, so each curve, so with the name, and this has no name. Then it's going to transfer. So I'm just seeing where the problem could be happening here for the reason that it's complaining about a the f- it, the control that I'm trying to change the type or change the form. It's complaining that it already so there's another node with the same name on the scene. So what I'm trying to do is just verify how can I. And the funny thing is that this could be done easily with Pymel. If Pymel was being used here, and I think I have the version in Pymel actually. I don't like the idea of using Pymel, but if it's going to help us not encounter this type of problem, I start to question whether that's that good of a. So here I'm just renaming the shapes and blah blah blah. Yeah, that's it's not going to work like this. I would have to basically, yeah, and to change the shape, especially when you have a transform that is like the so the joints are constrained into the onto the transform of this node, so it definitely needs to be like rebuilt. And I would have to what, delete all the shapes and but keep the name. I'm not feeling it. What can I do though? Oh boy. Okay, so this build curve shape from data. How can I reconcile this? Because the problem is you have one what the operation that I'm doing to transfer to change the shape of the, say we have a cube and then we want to transform it into an arrow. In this case what I'm doing is we're getting the information from the dictionary or the JSON about how to build an arrow. Then we are creating a transform and we are creating then some curves and transferring the shapes that the curve has into the transform. So this way you get like, so if you have multiple shapes, then you can have multiple curves and transfer just the shape of the curves into the transform. Then you get one single shape. But the problem is here, what's happening is we're using the same name to create the other transform. Then it's going to complain that there's there's another node exactly equal in the scene. So this is the problem. Now we're working towards resolving it. Okay, so let's check what this guy's doing. Yeah, it's getting the shapes, deleting the shape start the target shapes, listing the shapes from the temporary, parenting the shape, reparenting the shapes, and deleting the yeah. Maybe if I add like a, yeah, I got an idea here. I'm just gonna add a gate, another gate here, saying like temp equals false. I'm just gonna add another parameter here, temp, and true if transform, or yeah, true if transform node should get temp name. All right, so what were we going to do? Output transform, and uh, and the name here then. Uh, so I'm just gonna get like transform name equals name if temp equals false, else else it's going to be temp control name. Comparison to false should be yes. All right, so this should give us what we're looking for, I believe. So transform name. Let's try. So let's just rebuild this. So if it all works now, we should be able to set whatever the heck of a form we want to this control shape. So let's see. So as I said, I want to have some sort of a simplified system to do that. So what I'm having now, it's control set shape form. I'll double click that on the script editor. What's the name of this thing? Like the report here, we get the available shapes. And in this case, I want the sphere. So I'm just going to type sphere and it should change that. But of course, right? No. Replace shapes. So the shapes, but why is it doing this though? Where is this control being created? Ground zero. Fine. And this is the other one. But it feels like I had changed the thing and it didn't update. Oh yeah, of course. I didn't change the actual thing that it should be getting to. Okay, so but why was it look like yeah, it's all good here. So the only thing that I need to change then is when this is going to be created, I'm also going to have to pass in the argument of temp equals true. And now we should get what we want finally. I hope. I'm also just going to who's singing the tune that I'm listening right now. Pretty cool. All right, so I think that we should get it now. I don't know if I like the way that is. It's just too many variables for. But anyways, maybe that will get better in the future. Right now, we're just trying to get across. I believe that the best way to do it would be to have either Pymel or actual OpenMaya functions to deal directly with the object name. Oh, still crashing. Yeah, because also the shape is a different name. But then, no man, I'm beginning. I'm having this feeling that we need to because this is not gonna work. Not like this. I'm fighting against something that I shouldn't be fighting. And let's just try. Or I'll just change the name of the other control. No good, man. No good. I didn't want to do that. Okay, I don't want to rename it either. I mean, it's just going to. Okay, I'm not going to be complaining about this. I'll just do the way that I'm thinking right now. But how was it working before though? Why is it not working right now? I don't get it. Okay, so this is fine, but it's creating me problems. So the first thing that I'm going to do then is to change the whole shape. The so I'm going to do get shapes. Do I have to get shapes right now? Well, I don't need. So get shapes. Control shapes equals cmds dot or mc dot list relatives, and then self dot name or transform. Then it's, I believe it's R and shapes, or just shapes. And then yeah, so we got the shapes. So I can either delete the shapes. I'll just rename them for now. MC dot rename. So for shape in shape, control shapes. And I always say I don't like control, like using plural, so it's control shape list. And then it's going to be rename shape. Then it's going to be a silly name like temp control shape. And then it's going to be like an index. So it's going to be 0 to B. And then format, and then it's going to, and I need an index here, of course. Index, and then I need to enumerate this, and then I can just add the index here. That should be good. And maybe that solves the problem. I don't even know. It's the kind of mess that, you know, looks like it's going to bite us in the ass later on, but all right, so let's try again. Well, it seems like it worked, but where are the shapes though? Oh yeah, true. It's just snapped back into the root of the node. I think it worked, guys. Yay, we got it. Look at that. Those spheres there. Awesome. We got it. All right, so first of all, we need to cheer for that because it's it's we need to cheer for every single small achievement because we don't have many. Yes. So one at a time. I mean, it's not like we don't have many. We've been making good progress in every single stream or even like in every session, multiple small achievements. But that's the thing. It's like it's one step after the other, and if we don't cheer for the small steps, we're gonna be a long time without cheering here. So just one at the time. Okay, so that worked great. I don't know if that's the best possible way. I'm not exactly super proud of the way I solved it, but it's working. So right now I can choose between the type of shape that I have, and then when I am done with animating, let me see if I can grab one now. Oh my god! All right, so I need to grab this guy and isolate it, and then I'm going to just let me see. This is the C7, right? And the head is still there, which is good. So I can now, first of all, reduce a little bit of our scale here. Then just move it to the back. And the most interesting thing here is going to be if we can already get this guy's back, right? That's good enough. Cool. I mean, quite surprising that it's working. Now let's see if we can save this guy here. This guy's here. Boom. Saved. And ideally now we can just rebuild this. Let's see if it works. And, and, hooray! Yes! Fuck yeah. Cool. Well, a small achievement, but I'm happy about it. So now we can really go for like really cool. And this guy here, yeah. So also, I don't know if it's going to be here on the back. I'm going to think about it, but at the moment, it's good that we have the way it is right now. That's all that we need. And the next thing is going to be changing colors and all of this good stuff. So let's cancel this and just check here what kind of shapes do we have. So it's rotation, foot, single rotate, crown, crown, move, diamond, arrow, cube. So yeah, let's try this. Let's try this rotation one. So which one is the rotation one though? Oh, I see. Yeah, but this is I don't think this is good for now. I think I'll try to choose another one. Let's see. Cuban base, no. Single rotate. Let's see the single rotate. Uh, Not really sure about it. So move crown. Only if I had like an inverted crown. A sphere, Cuban base, fist, single. Let's try the crown. All right, so with the crown, then how will I get all of this vertex here? So hard. I mean, there's certainly a better way of doing this, but I just don't know at the moment. All right, so let's do it like this. What? No. X, I forgot. What was the step here? I forgot. Uh, Sometimes my memory just speaks on me. So it's going to be Maya, rotate, snap, hotkey. F? I doubt that. The J? J? Totally forget that, man. Okay, so all right, so that should be good for this guy here. So let's export the shapes here and test, check out how this is. Oh man, Hochul was saying something I didn't see. So this is the part that everybody hides from the courses, tutorials, guides, etc. Yeah. This is just knocking your head on the keyboard. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Hutchud. So Hutchud is saying here, this is the part that everyone hides from courses, tutorials, and guides. The painful thinking. I mean, yeah, I totally understand, and I did this before. Like I did tutorials before, a few of them or many of them, and it's basically what you do in a tutorial is basically you go through this process on the background, and then you come with the solutions ready, and you just present them like, oh, look at that, this is done. And it's great for making you look good, but also it's so time consuming that I stopped doing tutorials for so long, like years, because they just take too long because of this process. And I'd rather just work here live. I'm a human being. I'm here just figuring out problems and talking to other people. I don't mind, as long as the result is what we need. And at the end, we're gonna learn anyway. So, but it is, especially in projects like this where it is a super long project. Even if I had all of this information already ready to go, it would still take, like, I don't know, for a tutorial about this to rebuild this. Even if I had like a full bulletproof proof plan here to rebuild this, it would take a lot of time. I don't think you can do it in one single course, especially depending on where the person's coming from in terms of knowledge. So yeah, we have this control. I don't know about this guy though, but yeah, let's keep it like this for now. So let's just export these controls and let's rebuild this, see how it goes. Yeah, awesome. Great. So the next step then is to be able to save the color of these guys. So the one I need also is the jaw, right? Which song is this? 5 Hour by Dior. Nice. I like to work listening to music as well. Oh, everybody, right? But like it's a good thing that you can get use the time to find some new repertory. Okay, so this is the jaw offset. I need the jaw control. Let me see also then if I have another better option. See what arrow that so for the jaw, the cross, the arrow, move, cube on base. Let me just throw this to the side here. Single rotate. I need more shapes though. I think I'm just gonna use the arrow for now. Or, or let's try the arrow for once. I think it's too simple, but anyways, like I think it's just like too little here. But if it's bad, the good thing is if it's not good, we can just change it. If we grab this, then we should have. Okay, good to go. So yeah, this is most. Oh yeah, we also have the. We also have the clavicle here, which I'm not sure. What do I want to use for the clavicle? Although it's a very simple clavicle, I think I'm feeling like having like a sphere floating on top of the shoulder here. Yeah, let's go for that. Oh, in the future, I also need some sort of like mirror controls. So to be sphere. In this case, how am I going to mirror this though? Hmm. think I'm gonna have to create. I'm going to have to create a mirror control shapes as well. Awesome. So this is actually starting to take shape. No pun intended. Okay, so if we have this guy selected, hold on, man. Let me open this window here because I'm frying up here. Right. So how can we how can we but let me save this control shapes anyways, just in case, right? So there's two more things that we need then. Obviously, this is one of them, being able to mirror the control shapes. And the other one is to set the colors of the controls, which is it's already in place, but we don't have the ability to do it on the rig builder here. But this here should be already, it should already be able to. So if we rebuild, we're gonna get the exact same thing. And this is all based on, it's important to realize that this is all based on data. This control shapes are not being exported, or they're not being saved on a separate Maya file or anything like that. It's all positional data, and it's being re-imported. So if we, for example, again, just like turn this off and rebuild it, we're gonna have only little squares all over the skeleton. So only the parented squares here all over the skeleton. And then if we run the import control shapes, boom, we got it. So man, it's been a trip, right? It's been a journey. We've been like importing and exporting stuff, but the most challenging one obviously was the skin cluster, and that's working really well. Now we have a good, solid import export control shapes, and as I always say, the greatest advantage here is that once we're done with this, like we don't need to think about this anymore. Like hopefully the next one will be even easier than, and we're going to obviously be always working on improvements. But I mean, I don't even know if taking in consideration the amount of stuff that's happening in terms of technology, like meta humans and all this stuff, how far am I going to actually use this? I hope it has some application in, like, in real life, but let's see. That's something that I cannot predict right now. I can just learn about this stuff, and this is all working great. It's already with a little bit of love here and a lot of work. If I stopped working on my current work and just worked on it for a month, maybe we would get something production ready. Or I can just work like for years on my spare time, like like I'm doing. So how much time it's been so far? 1 hour and 9 minutes. All good. So let's do the set color though, because I do want to check. It's a similar process, so it's mostly like this. 11:20 p.m. here in Vancouver. So control list, if nothing's on a control list, then it's getting the objects, and then I don't need these guys here. Uh, so what I'm gonna have to do is like this is a control set color. I'm gonna do like an RGB thing. Although I'm going to do it on the preset. Yeah. So I'm just gonna add like a get color presets. I'm just gonna add a function here, define get color presets. And I think that it's interesting to have the presets because with the presets you can keep a pattern, right? So if I could use the RGB, but it's just going to like some colors are very. So I have orange, for example, they're like 0.28 comma 0.42 point comma 0.99. So it's just it's we can have more sophisticated colors and still keep a pattern on all of the guys on all of the controls. So I'm just gonna do return self dot color presets keys. It's a list of keys. Get color presets, or better, preset list. All right, so color preset list, and then I'm going to print this so that the user can make an informed choice. Choose color preset. Set color preset. Boom. Color preset. All right, so that should give us then a way to change the color of the controls. Oh, I need to register. Set color. Reset. Self.register build method. Then it's going to be control set color preset. And then it's going to be post build utilities, and it's going to be self dot control set color preset. All right, so we should have it. Let's see then. We should be able to just set whatever color we want. Save that will be saved with the controls. And we are then another step closer to getting our rig as it should be. So let's say then I'm feeling like these guys here are sort of a yellow color would be good for them. So we have here like on the presets yellow. Boom. What? Not yellow. Wow, but it did change the colors. It's what? Why did you call it the aqua though? Feels like it was the aqua that it called. What happened there? Have I duplicated the yellow and didn't change the red, green, blue? What is? Am I confusing stuff here? It's in yellow, like a combination of red and green, not green and blue. What have I done? Red, green, blue, red and green, red, green. Yeah, I made a mistake. Okay, so the red preset was wrong. Oh, here we go. I've switched the aqua and the yellow. But it works, right? So that's a good sign. And let's see, let's see. Yes! Hooray! Awesome. Okay, so oh, but the colors are all fucked up here. But let's see if it works then. Let's export this. This should give us a idea if we are on the right path. Nice. Works like a charm. God damn, nice. But the red is obviously wrong here. Why have I screwed up all the presets? Why? So is the magenta correct though? I don't know. Magenta's good. Where's the baby blue? It's definitely not baby blue. Hey, my friend, I wasn't like I wasn't seeing your number here. Like no, I wasn't seeing your viewership, but you have a good night as well, Hochud, man. You deserve it. Eu vou descansar daqui a pouco, velho. Eu vou. Daqui a pouquinho eu vou. Mais uma meia horinha. Vou terminar esse controle aqui e tô indo. Hochud, thank you so much, my friend. You have a good night. All right, so so now let's just check the colors here. See if red is red. Red is red. Purple should be purple. Baby blue should be baby blue. But it's not, right? And what is orange though? I believe that might be the baby blue. All right, so almost there. Silly, silly things. So this is the orange. This is the baby blue. So aqua is working as well. What's the aqua about? Aqua is working. So yellow is working, green is working, aqua is working, blue is working, orange is working, red is working, magenta is working, but it's all working. Good. Blue is the classical blue. Just gonna do blue on the right side for now, and red on the left side. I guess I'm gonna stick to yellow for this guy. Cool. So now all we need to do, what is left for us, is to create this mirror controls. So let's export this, rebuild, make sure that it is importing everything back. Awesome. Perfect, man. Awesome. Oh my God, such a good feeling, man. Okay, so let's also then just create the mirror selected control. So I'm just gonna register a build method here. Uh, Control tools. Post build utils, and then there's nothing here on the thing. Okay, so I'm just parenting this into a, instead of having like a 300 hanging, this is just going to be the control tools. Whatever is in this is going to be some tools for adjusting controls. Good. Next. It's going to be control, mirror, control mirror selected. Yeah, that's a tricky one though. Let's go with that. So what I'm going to do is just like control selection equals to MC dot LSSL equals to true. And then for control and control selection, we're gonna get the opposite side. So for our so for trying to think of a name for the control on the other side. So it's opposite control equals to control dot replace, and then it's going to be the left in this case. It's going to substitute it for the right. This way we got the right control, or the opposite. What is wrong with opposite though? Am I writing opposite? What is it? Is it two T's? No, what is it? How do you write opposite now? Is it that complicated? Opposite with two P's, almost there. Oh my god, I don't know how to write opposite. So then let me get the control. So it's actually a control object. And so to be the self dot control object dict. I'm just going to get the control, and I now have the object. So now what I want to do is to run. So I also need, so this is the opposite control object, and I also need the control object, and that is also going to be a self dot control object dict, and I'm going to then get the, this is actually the opposite control, and this is the control. Okay, so I have both controls, and the reason being is that I need to get the positions from one. It sucks actually that I have to do it this way. Okay. Anyways, I'm finding a way to mirror the controls here from one side to the other. So right now the whole control system is building as it should. So if we turn off here the uncheck the import control shapes, it's importing everything. It's importing all the geo, binding the controls, and then what we're working on right now is to rebuild the controls. So we are exporting the controls as data. So you can see that right now it's just cubes, right? And then if we import control shapes, it's going to import all of the shapes here. And it's not a so they're still binded. And the thing is, it's not importing the shape itself. It's not a Maya file or anything like that. It's all importing everything from data, from a JSON file, the positions, the colors, the type of control that it is. So now, as a tool to place these controls, so for example, now I have an issue where I have this other guy here and I need to mirror it, but I don't have a tool to mirror this. So this is what I'm working on. And this is the last tool for controls, at least for this stage. Uh, After we have this mirror, I think we're good with these guys, and then we can move into edit. So right now we have the single controllers for the neck here. So we can control the neck in an individual. We can also turn off this guy here. So uh, okay, I'm just gonna hide this and reselect it. Uh, so yeah, you can see not convenient, and that's why we're going to be working on this next, right? So the next step is to have a control system for the neck that it is going to control all of these guys at the same time, and then we're still going to have the individual control, but uh, we are going to have one single control on the middle of the neck that we are then going to be able to use. And if we need to tweak something, we can come and tweak it. But it's not too bad, even though it's like pretty simple. It's not too bad. And we also have the spine curving inside. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, how am I going to mirror this now? So I'm getting the data. So this is how I'm importing the control. So I'm setting the curve form, and then I'm setting the curve data. And then to export, what am I doing? Export. Oh, I'm doing everything here, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change this. This is currently being done like on a function. This is no bueno. Yeah, so I just want to get the, so it's get position data, I guess. Let's just go with that. Let's go just get position data. It's poorly organized right now, man. To get position data. Soft.transform to, you can return and shift it. Okay, so I'm just now transferring this the way it's querying the data here. All right, so now this is all internalized or encapsulated. Wow. Okay, so I'm thinking how I'm going to mirror this data now, and I mean we have the data already. Now we are able to get the position from the control. So now who's going to be responsible for mirroring this information? This himself, maybe. I guess it would be like the set position from data, restore shape position from data. I didn't want to add another flag here. I think it's going to be healthier, to be honest. And I just need to mirror the Z position. Index CV position. I think it's easy actually. It's going to be mirror equals true, and then if that's the case, then so then we have the position, and then what we need is then if mirror Then CV position then equals to CV position 0 times -1, CV position 1, CV position 2, and that's it. Should be that simple. All good. Okay. So then look at that. Awesome, man. Okay, so then control object, and we're gonna get like control data equals to control object. So get position data, and then the opposite control object set restore shape position from data, control data mirror. Boom, man, this is actually good. Is this seriously gonna work right now? Great. Control mirror selected. Control mirror selected. Great. Control tools. Self dot mirror. Control mirror selected, and we have it. Cool. Nice. Let's see if it works, man. Please work on the first time. Please. Right. Holy moly. Well, I know it works already because it is mirroring, even though I didn't ask it to mirror. Why? Oh, this has to be set to false, actually. But good. No? Okay, so we should then be able to just yeah, but this doesn't make much sense why this is happening. Why is it mirroring itself? Mirror true, getting the control data. Left clavicle, right clavicle. So it is substituting. So opposite control. So we have the object of the opposite control. Why then? Restore shape position from data. That's correct. Control object control. They are being restored correctly. But I don't understand. Oh. No, so let's go again. So we are getting the control selection. Don't make sense. Don't make any sense. It's good that it's working, but why? Why is it not affecting this guy here? This is the guy that I wanted to affect. Okay, so we got the selection. Oh, so we have that's that particular selection, and then the well, let's print this guy here. Opposite control. So at this point, we should have both of them. And then we're getting the control data from the control object, and then doesn't make sense to me. Why is it not working? Let's rerun this and let's see what that print statement tells us. Maybe it is just not getting the proper thing. So it is we have the right control here. So the objects should be correct as well. Why is that then? Control object control. Get position data, unless I'm doing the get position data wrong. What am I doing wrong here? So what's going on is that we are trying to mirror like the other control here by running this function. The function is working into the sense that it is mirroring the position, but it's pasting or it is restoring to itself. Doesn't make much sense to me. Let's see. I don't know what's going on here. It seems so simple. We're almost there. Still doing the same thing. Why? It is left and right. Nothing is based on selection. MC dot select clear. That's true. Why is that? It doesn't make any sense. Unless the object is not correct. Let's print it over again because I don't know what's going. So control object dot get name, I guess. Isn't it? Set name, get name, okay. And then print opposite control object dot get name. Unless the shapes are equal, but I don't think. I think it's right and left there. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because the data is being exported with the name of the shapes here. Yeah, so we have the actual name of the shape here. So that requires another step, not one that I like, but one that I'll have to do in order to achieve this. I don't want to leave today without getting this across. So shape name. So I have to substitute the shape name. It's just the shape name. So it is correct. It's just that It's silly. Okay. So I have to mirror the names of the shapes, man. Oh my god. Okay. Control data. So now we have the control data, and we're gonna have to look through this. So for shape name in control data, mirror control data equals to a dictionary as well. And then I'm just going to do the same mirror. So we're gonna do shape name opposite of that shape name equals to shape name dot replace left for right. And now we can do a new dictionary, right? So it's like mirror control data dot update. Then we're gonna have the opposite control opposite shape name, and it's going to be control data shape name. Okay, so we're rebuilding the data, and then now we should be able to get that proper. So this is also considering already that we actually have the mirror control. So there are other issues here that I'm not even considering. Yeah, so this should allow us to then mirror the control once and for all. That crowd, what? Do I have an error there? Oh boy. How do I even allow this to not happen? Okay, so now what's going on is that it is complaining, it is substituting like replacing this L underscore. Oh man. Oh, okay. Let me see. So Python string replace first occurrence. Let's see that. Is it one? Is that what it is? Okay. So now maybe after this small tweaks, it's going to work. But I'm just feeling like this is way too tricky. I think it's gonna work now. Boom. Okay. What's the sense now? Why? What's the point here? So is it flipping the Y as well, or is the Y inverted here? How's it different there? Is it flipping the X? It's flipping the Z as well? Oh man, okay. So this is a simple problem that is becoming a kind of a monster here. And it's been 2 hours already. I want to go. There gotta be an easier way to do this. So could be missing something. Opposite control data dot update. Shape name. Control data. Shape name is going to return as data. Shape name now to replace. We're getting the opposite name. And then we're getting the opposite control data, and we're updating the control data. But I know it was working, so why is it not working now? in relation to the control. It should put us there. I don't know. Is it word space? What am I querying here? All right, I think I'll have to go and get a fresh perspective tomorrow or on the next day because right now it's just too much. So we're getting the position data and then we're mirroring the shape names. Like the first occurrence of it, at least. Okay, so this is all working properly now. This is separating only the first occurrence, so it should substitute just the initial thing. Then you get the shape names, but unless it's being set in a different order, and it could be the case. No, but it cannot be, man. Or can it? So this might be underlying a bigger issue here, but one that I'm not going to care right now. I'm just going out. I'm just going out. Okay, we're closer than before, that's for sure. What have I done here? Just have one side? Oh my god. Okay. So this is going to be like finally we have a center control. I'm thinking of the color here for the central control. It's going to be yellow as well. So I just want to add a new function here to the build of the controls. Add controls to skeleton, and then I want to also add like uh, create world world zero control. And that's going to be just a simple control in the middle of the world that we're going to be setting afterwards. So world zero control, then it's going to be this guy here. How am I going to call this? Like main control or something? This is important right now because after I name it, if I export it, I'm going to lose it. What? Global control, right? And that's what's going to be create global control, and that's pretty much it actually. Control update, and then it's going to be global control. All right, so that was appended, and then I'll actually substitute this from this guy here. MC.parent. So that's going to be global control dot get name. Then we're going to parent that to this guy here. All right, so we should then be able to now self dot register build method. Create global control self dot top level item and self dot create global control. Great, sounds like we have it. Seems like everything worked as it should. And that's global control, nice. Although there's one thing left here. Base control object dict, add offset group. I get it. Add offset group, that's fine. Let's get offset group list, and that's the 0, 1. Okay. Pretty close. So I haven't refreshed it. So now we're gonna have a global control, which is great. This is one step closer to having something that actually looks like a rig. Perfect. So let's begin by adjusting this guy here. ER global control. What have I done? Okay. Control name equals to global control. Okay, so now we should get it. All right, so let's check that. Cool. Okay, so almost there now. Let's keep it like this for now. Set color preset into like what? Let's try yellow. This can be changed at any moment anyways. What? Oh no. Something went wrong on the build and I didn't see. Nah. What was it? Yeah, I know, but I've changed it. Oh yeah. Here you go. Maybe that's going to be the run, the final run. Okay, so I'm just changing this root and the global control names here. Nice. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Beautiful. Nice. So if we now export, oh no, don't tell me that. Oh man, what's wrong now? Get position data. Export control shapes. Oh boy. Ho, 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 ho. What have I missed here now? I just destroyed a good chunk of. I destroyed a chunk of data. Is that it? Oh man, almost there. Okay, so for the 30th time already, I'm going to redo this process, and I hope this is the last one for today. I feel like it is. All right, so I hope this is the last time I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Boom, got it. And let's rebuild it and hope that we get the same thing again. Awesome. We got it. Hooray! Yes, we got it. Congratulations. Oh, Jefferson Assis sent us a message. I don't even know. Yeah, 2 minutes ago. Awesome. Hello, hello, Jefferson. Thanks for stopping by, man. I am here breaking my head into a problem, and we just got the solution. It's now rebuilding, fortunately. Bom dia, agradeço as boas energias aí pro dia. I am still going to sleep. A good day for me. Well, at least actually it's like it's good night right now. So, anyways, it's past midnight, so it's going to be a good day. Anyways, thanks, valeu Jefferson. So now let me turn off this and see how it imports the controls. Good vibes. Here we go. My friend Jefferson Jassis. Nice. Thank you, man, for the good vibes. Okay, so the controls are now. So this is the before it imports the control shapes, and then if we turn it on and import, you can see that all the controls are imported as we have set them before. This is all being imported from data. This is not being imported from a mile file or anything like this. Therefore, they are dynamic and they're working as expected. That's great. So there's one last problem here that I need to solve, which is to mirror the controls here. So we have a control for the clavicle. Now I'm trying to figure out a proper way to mirror to the other side the opposite control, but at the moment it's not working. I still have to solve this problem. It's the last one before we can get over with the control shapes, and then we move on to the neck. Let me see if that's actually the case here. I'm just accessing the tasks here for the development, and let's go with this one. You can see a bunch of old stuff here. Okay, so yeah, I have something like set up Arnold shaders. I might have to do that at some point. I don't know if that's going to be the next. Uh, the base control, yes, it's done. Create control shapes, import, export, store control type information, color, add, post, utility information, set selected control type. Okay, then mirror, add, add utility, mirror control. So this is going to then be done, 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 done. So this is the only last thing, setup shaders. Adjust base controls. This is more or less done. It's just this one mirror control that is left. And then you have to add group visibility attributes. That's okay. But honestly, I'm feeling like going for the neck here. Although the visibility attributes would be interesting, but I don't know if it's I feel like the neck control would be a better one, because then the neck control is going to give us like something a little bit more sophisticated to look at. We're going to be having a better feeling about the rig overall, and then the visibility, who knows, doesn't matter right now. But we have the jaw controls now working properly, and that's it. I'm done. I'm past done. So thanks for everybody that participated today. Huchu that helped me a lot always. Jefferson that just stopped by. Appreciate the company. And you all have a great weekend. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, so I'm gonna be out of this planet, just enjoying her. And 2 year old man, 2 year old daughter. And I'm gonna be there taking care of family and all this stuff. So I hope that I see you guys anytime soon. So, bye bye, and I'll see you. Falou, Jefferson. Boa noite, velho.